Hey guys, so we're back, made it home safely. Absolutely amazing trip to Florida. So in this one, we're going to explain a little bit of, I guess, a recap, roundup, wrap up, and also kind of explain how when a show ends, the show really doesn't end. So let's get into it. What's going on? Will here, Flawless Crested Geckos, coming to you guys with another video this week, and a very special video this week. And I'm sure I'm going to forget names. I am functioning on hardly any real sleep. Audra is grinding right now, but if you guys have been following us for a while, you know, every single show we do, anytime we travel, you know, Audra's an old lady now. Every single time we get home, we return home, she's sick. So she's, excuse me, a little under the weather, allergies kicking her butt, stomach's not the greatest, she's just falling apart. So comment down below, give her a shout out below. And you know, I'm gonna hold her down till she feels better. But that being said, so the process of the show was extremely smooth. I'm gonna try to keep this video as streamlined as possible. Those of you who also know how I do, I tend to ramble. But 2024 Daytona went flawless. It was absolutely amazing. We were in room 2, all the way in the back. And I'll explain that as well on how it kind of really don't matter. A lot of vendors in general, a lot of breeders, they tend to worry about placement in the show. And I'm gonna explain to you how a lot of the times you can kind of get around that where it really don't matter. So first thing I'll address, because there's a lot of breeders and vendors or breeders who want to start vending, and they're kind of overwhelmed with the, I guess, the platform or the level of such a big show, such a large show. Such a regional show is huge, and honestly, you really just got to get out there and network and connect with the people. Everybody there is human beings, and we're all interested in the same thing, reptiles. So what better place to be other than a place where everybody's interested in the same thing you're interested in? So you kind of just got to get out there and do it if that's your lane you want to be in. Another thing that kind of deters people from doing Daytona is fish and wildlife. Last year, Fish and Wildlife paid us a visit. There was 0 issues. Before we got down there last year, Audra, you know, she did all the paperwork. She had everything in order. It wasn't a lot of paperwork, and there was no issues at all. Actually, Fish and Wildlife assisted us several times last year on actually walking us through it with the actual live person on the phone, who ended up actually coming and visiting us at the show. Check out that recap from last year. This year, no different. We really didn't need to get walked through the entire process since we've already did it. Audra did have a couple things explained to her over the phone on how to kind of renew or reapply. It was really easy. It was not complicated at all. Everything was in line with code, with law, everything. And guess what? They paid us another visit at the show, and we had nothing wrong yet again. Everything was in line. They were the most polite, easy to work with group. I believe 3 agents showed up at the table. It was no problem whatsoever. Everything was in order. So I want to get that toward the front part of the video. So if that can help ease some of the anxiety that you're feeling about having, you know, someone overlook your business or what you're doing, they understand what's happening. They're after certain things. And if you're not following the laws and guidelines, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. So follow the laws, follow their guidelines, and they help you follow them. So it's really, really easy to kind of get off on a good foot with Fish and Wildlife. There were no surprises. We also had a bunch of geckos already pre-sold that were being picked up. Having such a large show in such a popular area, popular region, a lot of people are traveling to that show, coming, I mean, far just to come to that show. And a lot of people are driving. We had a lot of meet and greets. A ton of Patreon members came down. Shout out to Patreon. Soulless, go check them out. They'll be in Louisiana in the weeks to come. They're a Patreon member of ours. They are absolutely awesome. Actually got to sit down and meet Brett for the first time. It's Cheyenne Brett that runs Soulless, and Brett, he should be a comedian. But we had an amazing time down there. We had a ton of customer pickups. Inventory, what did we take down? We didn't take down a ton. I believe we had 15 or 16 that were customer pickups. And as far as inventory at the table, we only ran 4 display cases, and then we ran our tower, which I believe holds 12. So each display case is roughly 15. It's 15 exactly. So that's 60, and then 12 in the case. So 72 on display at any given time. I believe we brought down 125, not counting customer pickups. So that's kind of the wrap up portion of this video. We moved, I believe, 43 geckos. Not bad. But again, we weren't really concerned about that. We did a release, I believe last week or the week before, online. We moved geckos online. It's been awesome the last few weeks, the last couple months. But to revisit the vending side of things and what is your responsibility and why you're placing in a show shouldn't really matter if you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You guys know, if you've been following us, I'm Broken Record, for a while, we preach about marketing and promoting and advertising yourself, being known for whatever product it is you're working with, and within that product, whatever concentration angle you want to focus on. Just because you're in Crested Geckos don't mean you have to be known for just any Crested Geckos. You could be known for them all, or you could be known for your reds, or you could be known for your Exantics, whatever it may be, whatever your lane is. Be known for something. On top of that, stay consistent. Push your brand. Whatever social media you love, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. By the way, we do have a TikTok that Audra runs, and we were actually networking down there on how to improve our social media. We are not too big to try to learn from other people. I think that's where a lot of brands may fail on growth. You kind of hit a plateau and you're like, oh, you know, I'm it, you know, and that's not the case with us. We want to continue to learn.
Hey guys, Flawless Crested Geckos here, Will and Audra.
And we're here to tell you guys about our new Patreon tier. Have you guys ever played the lottery, lose, and get all your money back?
That's not really a thing, is it? Oh, but yes it is. With our new tier, the $100 a month, you get every single bit of your money back the entire year. But guess what? It doesn't end at the end of the year.
Right.
No, you have rollover. So you can continue to build your savings account as much as you would like.
Right.
But guess what? That's not all.
That's right.
You also is the biggest perk?
Are automatically entered for our annual free Exantic giveaway. Visual Exantic.
A free visual Exantic. Oh my gosh. Who does that? We do.
That's right. So you guys are going to want to go over to patreon.com/Flawless Crested Geckos and check us out.
Join the Flawless family.
Right. So amazing experience down there. Back to your social media and promoting. You got to understand that when you're promoting a show as a promoter, you have a lot on your plate. You have vendors that's contacting you. You have your own, which you can't help, your own inability to adapt to the current times. There's a lot of pros and a lot of cons to even Daytona. And again, it's not throwing a shot or anything, but in order to do Daytona, you have to register by check. There's like no other show almost in the world where they mandate you send them a check, an actual paper check or money order. But Wayne has owned the show for 30 years. He's what you would consider a dinosaur, with all due respect. And when you're stuck in your ways, you're stuck in your ways. So you're either going to get with the program or you don't. Also, another con to the show is you can't buy, as a customer, you can't buy tickets online. Almost every other, show, you can buy your tickets online, so you have to wait there in person, buy your tickets after the line kind of goes down. The line is wrapped around the building. It's hot weather. You're in Daytona. It's humid. So ladies, if you've done your hair and you're standing in line, you're going to come in and it's going to be all power puffed out. So there's a lot of things that could be done differently, but when you're stuck in your ways and you're used to having success, you won't change. That's fine. Same thing happens with us as breeders. So take note, if you've vended the show, if you didn't do well at the show, if you are aspiring to do that show or any show, these are some notes and things that you kind of take moving forward. Number one, promoter's plate is overflowing. It's completely full. They're trying to fill their show with vendors. They're trying to fill their show with customers or potential customers for the vendors. That being said, they're not going to be able to hyper focus on one specific vendor pretty much ever. You're going to pay your fee. They're going to promote their show how they see fit. How they see fit. That's keywords, how they see fit. But as a vendor, on the positive side, you need to brand yourself. You need to post on social media. You need to be consistent. You need to, up your engagement with whatever your following may be. And in your lead up, after if you know you're going to vend a show 6 months out, you need to push that show to everyone that follows you, to everyone that's following your brand, everyone who knows who you are, so that they know where you will be in 6 months. So they know you will be vending that show in 6 months, in 5 months, in 4 months, the entire countdown leading up to the show. A lot of breeders feel like, oh, that's not my job. It's the promoter's job to kind of bring people through the door. And I agree to an extent. Okay. And that extent is, okay, you're going to pay to be at a place, and whether you do good or bad, you've already paid to be there. So why not increase your chances on doing better and doing great by pushing the brand and show that you're already supporting? Give out your table number, give out your area, let them know that you're going to be in the building. Maybe you don't know where you're going to be, so just promote that you're going to be there. What you will then receive, if you're creating a following and a buzz for yourself, is people showing up to an event for you. Are they going to experience other vendors in a different experience and take in other things? Absolutely. But they're coming there to see you. Whether they came there specifically to see you, or you were kind of the one vendor, one breeder that they saw were going to be within a 3-4 hour span of their home, that they say, you know what, I wasn't going to go, but now I'm going because I want to go there and see Flawless. That's all you need to do. So even if you can get 20, 30, 50 people out of 5,000, 10,000 people that may follow you, it may be those people in that region or area that can come out, say hello, take pictures. You have to understand that it's been weird for us as well. We're regular people. Inboxes, you'll see, we respond to everything. We offer help and assistance to everyone, but we're still regular people. We've been to shows where we actually signed autographs on t-shirts, which was extremely weird for us, but we're excited to be in the industry. We are excited to be a part of the hobby. And we want to shed light on the business side to help other breeders be successful at what we do. We had an amazingly successful weekend this past weekend, but the show doesn't stop when the show stops. What did I mean by that at the beginning? After the show, you've moved 43 geckos, you hit the road, 7.5 hour drive back. Once we get back, we got a catalog because we have an inventory system, catalog everything, make sure we have all our paperwork ready for IRS, for our accountant and everything for this event, whether it's expenses, whether it's sales, whether it's food expenses, gas expenses, whatever it is down the line, along with responding to every inbox that we got on Instagram and Facebook just on the way home. Literally almost 20 messages, half of them sending us screenshots and pictures of geckos that they took pictures of at the show, asking are they still available. So this is the follow-up sales after the show, immediately after the show. We're checking in with everything. Either I'm driving or Audra's driving, so we're literally in tandem. We're taking care of business and continuing to fill orders that now, here it is Tuesday, you're seeing this video, we have a ton of orders we need to ship out this week that's from this weekend. We have orders that had to go out from last week as well, and snake orders from Flawless Exotic Creations. But yeah, we generated sales after the show while on the road coming home. We still receiving messages today, and this normally, to give you foresight for the future, this normally continues for 2 to 3 weeks after any major show. Whether you still have certain things in inventory or whether they've already sold, that's really neither here nor there. You can always offer up whatever you have in your inventory, but make sure that you're prepared. Make sure you're taking your pictures. If you haven't taken your pictures, take pictures. These are the extra steps that you have to do for your own business to secure and close your sales. And this is after the fact. We normally do more than what we do revenue-wise at a show after a show, which is a major plus. These are all the insights you need to look at from vending as well as online sales. They go hand in hand. Again, how you treat someone at a show is you should treat them exactly how you would want to be treated as a potential customer. And just imagine if you were new and you were getting into something that you've never done before, and you have someone overextending themselves to you. They're easily accessible. They never feel like they're responding to you like you're getting on their nerves, and they're giving you the utmost flawless customer service. But that's the recap of this weekend. We're still rocking and rolling. We probably, no exaggeration, probably have had 8 hours of sleep total from, let's say, Sunday morning, vending the rest of Sunday morning, driving into the wee hours of the morning of Monday morning after the show, because we left after the show, getting back and getting everyone put away, doing everything I was just talking about for inventory and taxes. Don't forget, yesterday, Monday, we feed on Mondays. So our feeding days are normally 12 to 14 hours. It was a bit longer yesterday because we had to put geckos back as well. Thankfully enough, we have the kids that clean and scrub tubs after school and after football practice. Didn't even mention, got to pick the kids up for football. It's a long, crazy list of things that we never thought that working for ourselves from home that we will be always busy. But after all of that, going to bed, cooking a late dinner, going to bed and getting up early just to make sure that we can now record content, get content out, get orders ready to be shipped out so we can get over to FedEx before 7 p.m. tonight. Again, I guess that's what success feels like. And we are only trying to be even more successful. But we also want to be transparent with you guys because you can do this, but it isn't easy. This isn't something where you just snap a picture and sell a gecko, or go to a show, throw a tablecloth on the table and move your entire inventory. It doesn't work that way. And we don't want to make it seem like it's that easy. But anyway, it's Will, Flawless Crested Geckos. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. This ride has been absolutely amazing, and the best is absolutely yet to come. And we are pedal to the floor, no cruise control, and we are out.